Hello, everyone. Oh, the music is over. What happened? Why is the music over? Huh. There was music playing. Then I just closed the music because I'm not a very smart person. Uh, but yeah, here I am. I am, yeah, I'm gonna put the music back, I think. Not sure if there's much to do right now. Um, at least I did update the name of the stream. All right. Mm. So actually, let me double check here how much until the game starts. We do have. Alright, the game's gonna start in 4 minutes. Oh, maybe because it was not a playlist? How loud is this? Alright. Yes, Farouk, I do see YouTube comments, man. I'm just not saying much right now. I'm just fixing some things, getting close to the game. The match should start in 0 minutes, actually. So we're very, very close. Alright. It should be like seconds now. Alright, the game should be up anytime, guys. I'm just gonna be watching this Bo3 playing Enigma. If you don't know, he is the offlaner for Na'Vi. And I've been obsessed with Enigma lately. Oh, he has the same items, actually. A lot of mana reason. Oh, this is not a fun Enigma game. Oh. I feel his pain already. Nice, the spell. Oh my lord! Someone saved this Enigma! 4 heroes. Jesus. This is hard to watch, actually. I'm watching your videos, they're great. If I had the right to make a video request, I would say make a video which tells people how to get high Mars for 3K, which is the maximum thing. Yeah, there's a lot of channels that already do that though. Oh, now that I think about it, we might be waiting. Oh. Okay. Alright, so yeah, as I was saying, I think maybe we'll have to wait because there's someone casting the series before this one, but let me just double check.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Alright. Alright, so I guess I'll be casting this game. While we wait for the next one. Does that make any sense? I guess it does. Let's go. Alright. I just ate some very good bread. And I am ready to cast. Alright. So this is some random pub. Alright. The Dispel here. Very good versus the Silencer, the Oracle. Doing a lot of work, but this is a 4,000 gold lead. How the hell is that so much? Well, the TA is destroying, I guess not destroying the Clinks, but just out-farming the Clinks, which is definitely expected. We're already level 10 before the 10-minute mark. The Sunless ends up falling here. In terms of bounty, it does look like the Radiant will have the upper hand. They're gonna get 3 bounties here. Alright. The Clinks doesn't have boots. Oh boy. No boots Clinks, 10 minutes in. Aquila, the only damage item. It does have the Death Pact going, but the Skeleton Walk is about to expire. In fact, they actually kind of sniffed this rotation and they're gonna send the Spirit Breaker all the way top with the Charger going after that. Troll Warlord, they do use the False Promise. This is enough to actually put him to full HP. The Global even being committed. And kind of a bad Global, right? They're not able to acquire anything. They will find this Earth Spirit. which is okay, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to pressure this tower much. The airstrip is gonna be fine. He's gonna be up in 12 seconds. There's not gonna be any towers falling because of it. The Enigma here going straight up Midas, no boots. Interesting decision. He has a pretty... he did this the last game I saw him playing the Enigma, and I find it fascinating actually. The row will not find the Nature's Prophet. The kick will also be off the mark, but the axis will land on the Nature's Prophet, but not enough to actually get a kill, unfortunately for him. Here, we're gonna see the Oracle has 3 Observer Wards. Alright. DC still farming. 5,000 gold lead. Who's getting that much farm? I mean, the Nature's Prophet is doing okay, but this is so crazy actually. I don't understand how this is a 5,000 gold lead. Like, who is struggling so much? So the supports are fairly close. So there's like 1,000 between the Enigma and the Nature's Prophet. Then there's like, oh, okay, so the 3,000. There's actually 4,000 between the TA and the Clinks. That's why. This Clinks is a sad boy. He finally got himself some boots. Has the Gloves of Haste. Will finish the treads. Oh, there we go. All right, boys and girls, I guess. This is it. This is the game. So this is the first one. This is a best of 3 series between Complexity and Roons. Roons, by the way, is a team composed of, actually their names are not here. This is not good. I'll look it up. Roons Liquipedia. Let's see what shows. We kind of have the delay here, so it just a lot of bulldog videos just show up. Roons Liquipedia. Dream League. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. North America. So this team. Oh, BSJ is playing for this team? Alright, okay. Alright, so we have BSJ, Monkus Forever, and Annihilate. This guy usually hosts my stream. I really like him. And we have Jubei and Liz Boris. So, very interesting team here. And they're going to be facing against Complexity Gaming. It doesn't look like Fear is standing in for them anymore. But they also don't have the real player, right? The real player is Skibloon something. I'm not sure if this guy, I'm not sure if this is the official carry for Complexity, so I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens. That's a 2-0. I mean, come on. You need to have some faith. Alright, the party horns flying out. They start by banning the Phoenix, the Nature's Prophet, and on the side of Complexity, they're gonna take the Io and the Weaver. So Weaver is a hero that sometimes you do see as a first ban. Oh, they're gonna take the Chan as well, huh? So, afraid of the Eternal Envy Chan. Alright. Io and Weaver. Io definitely first phase ban if you think the enemy team can actually play the hero. But they do take the Silencer as well. So maybe Roons have a, maybe they do have a good Enigma player. Maybe they just don't want to play against Silencer. Usually what you see is you bend the Silencer, get the Weaver. Silencer, pretty decent counter to the Weaver. Not only, she uses a lot of spells. The hero has 2 silences, so pretty decent at allowing kills on the hero. Isn't Envy playing core? No, he's playing position 5 now.
5 seconds remaining.
Unless he's playing core until the actual carry shows up, which I don't think is the case. On the side of Rooms, we're waiting for the first pick here. There's a lot of heroes open, the Necrophos is open. Other very popular heroes right now are, stuff like Drow. Sometimes you see it as a first phase, but usually you see Drow plus something, not first pick Drow. So they're gonna get the Mirana here. Definitely can be set up for a Drow strategy, but also a decent core by itself. And now Complexity. I'm not sure if the mic is too low, so I'm gonna be sure to stay close to it because a lot of people were actually complaining. I'll try to speak as close to the mic as possible. Yeah.
10 seconds.
So what do you do
remaining.
here? I mean, I saw some complexity games. They had a lot of draw strats actually, and draw is open.
Radiant team
But
pick.
I'm not sure. Okay,
Drow
there you go.
Ranger.
The draw. Is it set to max? Yes, it is set to max. Actually, it's not set to max, but I think it's gonna be overkill if I do it. Mic is always too low these days. Oh man. All right. All right, here we go. This might be too loud, but actually not too loud. But there's gonna be like this weird hiss
10
sound.
seconds.
But yeah. Your voice balance is really good, meaning your voice to do the sound rate here is good. Okay, that is nice to hear.
Dire team pick.
Alright, they're gonna get the Ogre. So, no, this hero's been popping up quite a bit. Pretty strong lane support, pretty decent talents, synergizes with draw strats, and you know, it offers lockdown, it offers low, it offers just a bunch of little things that you want to have as a
10
support.
seconds remaining.
And now, what does Roons grab? They have the Mirana, maybe some weird setup, maybe just pick up a Bane. I don't think Bane is a great hero here. They're gonna get the Shaker. Alright, so Shaker, you're gonna be able to block those creep waves. You're gonna be able to enable whatever offlaner you have. This could be an offlane Shaker, although I think position 4 has definitely been the more popular version of Shaker. And now Roons, they do have the bans for themselves, I guess. You could take...
10 seconds.
So I guess you take good pairings with the Drow Ranger, stuff that you're really afraid of.
5 seconds remaining.
No Lina is open.
Radiant team
They're gonna take the Enigma. They did ban the Silencer after all, so I guess the Enigma is a pretty straightforward ban. What else do you get here? Or what else do you take? I guess the question. For Roons, I mean, they have... This run is definitely a core, then you have this...
Dire team back.
Okay, they're gonna take the Broodmother. I mean, when you're playing Drow, you don't want to be playing... You don't want to be losing your lanes, alright? You pick the Ogre so that he can actually enable whatever lane you're sending him. Even with Draw Aura, pretty much all of the range mids would lose to Brood, I think. And even then, like, it's just so annoying to playing against a hero.
10 seconds.
Any mistakes can just get out of control. So you just take the Brood out. Very safe. Husker is up for Complexity still. I'm not sure if Roons are thinking about banning it. Usually you see 5th pick Huskers. But if Complexity really wants to, they can snatch it as a 4th pick.
Radiant
And they're going to take the Storm. Another pretty standard pairing with Drow. No Muranas. They just hate playing against Storm. Leap doesn't do much. He just gets on top of you. You can leap twice and the Storm moves still. Get up to you. Just get the kill. Get away. And now on the side of Complexity,
10 seconds.
I mean, there's a lot of different routes they can go for. You can probably just take some cheesy heroes out. You can probably take some wave clear out. I guess Jakiro wouldn't be terrible for them to take out, especially when you have... actually, I don't even think Jakiro is good. I think they have a lot of you know, Shaker plus Mirana in a way. They're how do you say it? They're skill shot skills, you know, the fissure and the arrow. So maybe just they're gonna take the PL out. Yeah, most of the range heroes, they struggle quite a bit against PL. They don't have a lot of AoE. You know, even heroes like Lina struggle later on against the PL, and they also hate gap closers. So I think it's a pretty solid ban by Complexity, and now they can pick another core. They can pick their 4th support, because I think it's gonna be Envy playing the Ogre. They're gonna get the Shadow Shaman. That's kind of a Fnatic strat, actually, the Shadow Shaman from DJ. They're gonna get it here, and Lich, very common response against the Draw Aura. You just get the Lich armor. Pretty good at holding the building, especially against Shadow Shaman, so you have like a double answer. I'm not sure if you guys know, but the Draw Aura doesn't work on the Serpent Wards. Still, they're quite annoying, and you know, having the Lich armor kinda slows down the push that Complexity wants to put off.
5 seconds
Now,
remaining.
they will pick a core now on the side of Complexity. I would like to see something that kinda... I think Lina would be decent, you know. I think Lina has some burst damage they kinda lack. I think the setup from Shadow Shaman just works great with Lina. And, you know, having some magic damage never hurts. You don't want to go full physical. There you go. Really like the pick. The laner, pretty standard with draw strats. And now Roons. They can pick a decent hero versus the Lina. If I had to, you know, out of my head, any gap closers are good. In a way, banning the Storm here by Roons kind of hurts them now because they cannot pick the Storm for themselves. So they're going to have to work with something else.
5 seconds remaining.
So those heroes, they hate gap closers, but usually want gap closers that can lock down stuff. And Cop is a gap closer, but I don't think they're going to go for it. Cop, not the greatest laner versus Lina. Also, you know, doesn't have a stun, doesn't have any disable, so just gets destroyed by Shadow Shaman. The silence really hurts the draw anyways. Yeah, Cop's not good. Maybe something like a... Alright, do they have wave clear here? I don't think they have a lot of wave clear. Maybe... I don't think Visage is the answer as well for Roons. I don't even know if they have a Visage player to begin with. That being said, I would like Terrorblade for Roons. I think getting the reflection on the Drow just makes the Terrorblade insane. And it gives them push. The problem is I'm not sure they can give the Terrorblade a good laning stage. So they're probably thinking about it if they're gonna 5th pick their mid or if they're gonna pick their carry now to be able... It doesn't matter that much because they're gonna pick twice. They're the first ones to pick in the next phase. So it doesn't matter that much. You're gonna have the bans from the last ban from Complexity to kind of guide you, but yeah. Visage for call. I don't think you can pick Visage here unless they have a... I'm not sure if Snaking plays Visage. I like to see something different, I think. Maybe a Necrophos? I guess it depends. We have to wait for the next pick to see what they are lacking. You know, they don't have a lot of initiation on Complexity. Yeah, they do get the Terrorblade. Dude, I'm on a roll today. They get the Terrorblade. They get the Lina that I talked about. So they're gonna get this Terrorblade hero. And you have a Shaker and a Lich. They're not the strongest supports. That being said, Ogre, Shadow Shaman, I would say is better. Arguably better than Shaker Lich, but not like super great.
5 seconds remaining.
Now they have bans, huh? So what are they afraid of here? I don't think they're much. So they need a mid hero that gap closes. You can't really pick Monkey King. It's gonna get destroyed by the Lina. You maybe get a Zeus. Is Zeus okay here? I think Zeus would be fine. A lot of burst damage, wave clear, doesn't get destroyed by Lina. I think Zeus is the hero that they want. I'm not sure if it's the hero that Complexity will ban. That being said, they can always, like, I don't know, just play the draw in the mid lane, play the Lina somewhere else, and just get a Huskar here. So I think they need to be careful with the Huskar. You always need to be careful with Huskars when there's a draw. So I guess the question is here, do you ban the Huskar? Do you think the Huskar is a... If they want to get Zeus, they'll definitely ban Huskar because Complexity has last pick. If they don't, they're going to ban something else. And then we might see something like an Ember, maybe. I think Ember would... Ooh, you take the Venomancer. There you go! Jesus Christ! Hire me already, guys! Alright. And now Complexity, they will ban... I'm sorry, they will pick... Oh, if they Huskar here, what happens? What happens? Do you safe flame the Zeus and play Terrorblade mid? I guess picking the Huskar is... Maybe they'll just don't pick Huskar and they'll pick, you know, something... Necrophos is definitely not an option anymore. Maybe something that builds a pipe. Maybe... Yeah, Venomancer is definitely a hero that would build a pipe. So that's something you want to avoid. Is there any other range heroes that can build a lot of those effective items? Maybe Pugna. Pugna is not bad actually. You have the Nether Ward. You also have... Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Pugna, although it gets kind of tricky later on. You know, you can always just decrepify targets that the Terrorblade wants to go at, but, you know, that kind of sets up the Zeus a little bit. I wouldn't mind a Pugna, but maybe something like a Korjak hero. Kind of tough. I think they might go for a mid hero here. I'm not sure there's a lot of range heroes that like really fit the bill. I guess Razor wouldn't be terrible. You know, just drain the Terrorblade mana, can build a pipe. I guess Razor, but I'm not sure Complexity is really that team. No one really picks Razor. TA. So as I said, they're actually not gonna safe. They're not gonna mid Lina. But this is a support Lina. Is this a core ogre? Monkerus? No, that's a core Lina in the offlane. Alright. Okay. Definitely a better matchup for the TA. They're making use... Oh, but that's actually support Zeus? What? Wait, I think Annihilate is a support player, right? What is happening? Monkeys forever... Monkeys should be offlane. This guy should be a support. Is this mid shaker? What? Well, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but it seems very interesting. You know, NA Dota, full of surprises, full of memes. Let's go, boys. So Boris is mid. Annihilate sounds like a mid player name. As far as I was aware, he was playing support, but like that was like maybe 4 months ago. I remember checking his stream. Oh, he's a mid player. All right, so he's gonna be playing mid. Not a great matchup. I remember watching Lamp actually playing against Sumeo, and he was able to solo kill the TA playing Zeus. They did lose that game afterwards, and the Zeus felt super flat, but he actually killed the TA level 1. So I want to see that. I want to see Annihilate trying to mimic what Sumeo did last game. That being said, you know, we're gonna have this Drow Ranger, I guess Vulgar Magi lane. The Shadow Shaman Lina seems like a better fit just because you can actually hit the LSA, so that's a lot of damage. Usually, you know, Lina off lane falls pretty flat, but if you can actually have that much lockdown, that's definitely doable. You're gonna have a lot of right-click damage between the LSA and the Shackles. And let's go. I got us hyped for mid shaker. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm always hyped for everything. That's sometimes a problem. Alright, so first item boots Shadow Shaman. Just wants to get in, get those shackles up so the Linar can follow up. In the top lane, we do see the Lich plus BSJ lane. Terrorblade here. 1 salve, 6 tangos. Pretty standard items here. Going for the Qualm Blade. We already see a center here on the Lich. So maybe they're already, you know, thinking about... you know, what happens usually is that if you have a Lich in a lane, the lane's gonna, you know, get closer to your tower, and sometimes you want to pull to actually fix that. I'm sorry. What I meant is that the complexity might be able to offlane pull just because the lane's always going to be pushed. So maybe he's going to block the large camp here. Not sure if that's what he's going for, but you know, there's always a chance. Now here in the bottom lane we see Ogre. Oh, hello, Eternal Envy. Boris. They ping it out, they're fine it. Alright, the arrow. Oh, with the lightning bolt actually sets up the arrow. Envy. He's taking a bunch of damage here. The stealth shield is very good. He eats 2 tangles, but the damage is way too strong. Envy gives Fur Blood for Boris, and that's a very happy Earthshaker here. In the top lane, we do see Complexity getting 2 runes, and the party horns already fly out. Monkeys Forever very happy with what just happened. We do see the Lich actually eating the creep from the mid lane. Alright, trying to help that Zeus a little bit. Denying some of the experience from Lamp. Alright. Classic Eternal Envy. Come on, guys. Come on. Alright. Here we do see... Yeah, I mean, it was all about the ward, right? They were able to actually set up great. The Fissure block. Nicely done by Boris. And speaking of Fissure blocks, he's already setting up here 007. You need to be careful, friend. The arrow's gonna be there. I don't know if he shows up, but is he fast enough? He actually learns Bloodlust level 1. But the draw is gonna fall anyways. Oh, that is so... Oh my god. Now he can't even... Oh my God, this lane is not gonna be fun. Level 1 Bloodlust is not, it's not gonna help. I mean, he tried. I think it was probably the right choice. The draw actually kind of misclicked. She walked back a little bit. I'm not sure she would survive anyways. But it's now all about this offlane from complexity to kind of compensate for this terrible start that you're suffering. Let's check the last hits here. Let's see what's going on. 7-2 for the Lina, so she's doing very, very well. The TA also doing nicely. LSA will stun BSJ. Wall was trying to less hit some creeps behind the tower, so that's a great LSA. Definitely kind of hinders his CS. In fact, BSJ has 1 CS right now, so I really hope his teammates are enabling, or I guess making sure the draw has a terrible game, because BSJ is not having a fun one. The arrow almost misses that Bloodlust again, making that draw just ever so fast. Nice dodge here. Dodging the LSA, he'll be able to get 1 range creep. That's really important so that BSJ can get those early items. The Psy Blades here. Annihilate needs to be careful. Gets a range creep deny. He was not able to solo kill the TA as I talked about. But yeah. Alright, the Ignite will fly out. Eternal Envy just trying to zone monkeys here. He had 9 tangos. Has only 1 tango right now. So he, monkeys did a good job in actually forcing all that region out from Eternal Envy. In fact, he might be stepping... Oh, they actually arrow first. They get the fissure later. That's just perfect play. And this is going to be Eternal Envy falling once again here in this bottom lane. They were like, oh, the fissure stun is not enough. So maybe if we arrow first and they get it... Oh, so good. The teamwork from this lane has been on point. And he definitely shows in the kill score. 3-0. All the kills happening here in this off lane from Roons. So nicely done by them. Annihilate very, very low. Needs to be careful with the Psy Blades. Any mistakes here could cost him his life. He eats a mango, just trying to arc lighting as best as possible. Actually misses that CS. And Lamp can also get this 1 deny. Already doing so well. 13 and 10. Surprised the Zeus actually has 11 CS. But, pretty hard game overall. BSG actually uses mana, and now he's hiding here, so he can even show, even though he used mana. That's very unfortunate for him. We'll see us a little bit under tower now. It looks like Complexity was going for an offlane pull. They do fail, and alright. You already see here Eternal Envy again with Ignite, just trying to zone them out. Israel's Camberloo or Fear. I don't think that's Camberloo. It might be Fear. It might be someone completely different. I have no idea, to be fair. I'm not following their social media. They were playing with Fear before, but I remember I don't think his nickname was 007 the first time. So I never know. Fissure block is there. There is no auto follow up. They're just trying to deal as much damage as possible. Oh, the Fissure block was actually there. I didn't saw it because of my camera. That's such terrible camera work. But they get it again. 4-0, and this Drow not having a fun game at all. Alrighty, I mean, in this offlane, this Lina is doing great, Has a lot of magic damage. That's definitely something that Terrorblade doesn't like playing against. Radiance can actually completely locate Annihilate, but I'm really sure what they were waiting for here. Oh, that's an Ogre Magi with a haste. Has the Ignite. Has the Fire Blast. It doesn't... Okay, they actually get the Ignite, but the Fissure block. This Shaker has been on point with every single rotation or fissure. Every single fissure actually accomplished something. That was very, very impressive. 007 here, struggling against monkeys forever. Not even level 4 monkeys, already level 4.5, so we can expect very early Moonlight Shadows here. BSJ does commit 1 point of reflection, trying to zone nice use of the LSA. Again, hinders another CS that BSJ could have gone for. 13 and 1. Struggling quite a bit here. Oh, another one, and that's gonna be a kill. Snake King just snatches it. The Lich was, I guess, warding. Not really sure what he was doing, but he was not there. It's not like he can really do much. He's just low. The damage from the Lina is gonna be there anyways, and now it's Eternal Envy again. So both players, dying quite a bit here in this early game. It's a ruthless early laning stage for sure. 1-5. And alright, doesn't get the deny here. The Fissure is up in 1 second. Still not enough mana, but they might be setting up. This kill is especially important because with this Catapult Wave, they might be able to do a lot of damage into this tower. The Fissure, Very patient Boris. He has the range, but they don't really have the vision. It's nighttime. Alright, first they take the siege creep out. They might be able to get the kill even without the arrow, though. That's the most important part. The silence is there. Gust gets learned at level 4 to see the frost arrows are here, but where's his teammates? I don't know where they are. Actually, they're diving mid right now. Fire Blast, Ignite, trying to dive the Zeus with the trap. That's going to be an easy kill. Annihilate will fall. So that's finally a good kill for Complexity. You're actually doing a lot of damage here. This might be a tower, so even though they lose the Drow, it's not hopeless, you know. This is gonna be a lot of damage. Do they still have Glyph onto the Radiant side? They don't. They already committed it. Limp might be forced to tank some damage. Let's see if he tanks a little bit. It's very important he does, and he's doing... Oh, he just does it perfectly. This is gonna be a tower. And see, actually, this was very good. And now mid lane, it looks like they're trying to fight again. The Ignite with the Fire Blast. They find the Shaker, but TA feeling slightly self-conscious about his Eternal Envy. Has a ward. He's being chased. There he's featured in 7 seconds. Oh no, Eternal Envy. He has the Bloodlust. It doesn't look like they'll chase though. The tower's still up. Not in deny range, 200 HP. Top lane, the laner very close to level 5. BSJ also very close to level 5. So in terms of experience, a better lane, I guess, when you compare it to this bottom lane, you know, the Ranger 5 and a little bit, and the Mirana already level 6 has a Moonlight Shadow, so the next aggressive play might change. Oh boy, the Hex is there. They're waiting for the Shackles. There's no stun onto that Lich, and that's just gonna set up the LSA perfectly. There is no Laguna Blade. They're chasing. The Eater Shot gets used, but not enough damage. The Moonlight Shadow will stop Complex's movements here. Oh, alright, so who's the draw? It's Jo. Alright, so Jo's playing the draw, guys. Okay, so the mid lane tower does fall, and we now see Limp playing very aggressive here. He could be, you know, stacking ancients, he could be doing all sorts of stuff, but he's actually here just shoving the wave as much as possible so that the Zeus has to stay here. Alright, he's just getting as much map control as possible. Look at this. He's just putting traps left, right, and center. This trap's not even... I guess this trap is very useful when the tower is up, but the tower is not up anymore. I think he'll probably take that trap once he finds a better one. We do see a rotation here from Z-Freak, already at level 4 in a little bit. Any Shackles? Maybe not even Shackles. Not level... There's no level 5 onto the Lena, but just a lot of pressure here on BSJ. He doesn't have any regen. He actually has a pull Tango in his backpack. Quite interesting decision to leave the Tango there. And now TA shoving the wave every time. Annihilate. Struggling so much. Oh, and the draw actually gets though once again, and then Eternal Wave, it seems to be next. There is a feature in 5 seconds. The arrow is up, and they're just waiting for it. They're just waiting. The Lip with the arrow. Can they get an Ancient Totem? They can't, and now they're going. Lip will show up. That's actually not a rotation you expect most of the time. The future is locking them up. There is a trap in 6 seconds. I think this Mr. Shaker is probably dead. He is 3. So that's a very important kill. There's actually a killing spree going towards Limp, and now the trap kind of zones Monkeys Forever out, but he's gonna be fine. Alright, okay, the Laguna Blade actually gets used onto Jubei. Making, trying to get away. They pop the Metamorphosis, but do they have enough lockdown? Of course they do with that Fisher block double LSA. Even if the Thunder's got ref, oh, he even backpack. He actually thread switches and uses the salve. His raindrops, allowing him to survive the huge rotation. The commitment was big. Thunder's got ref plus the Fisher block. Even then, they were not able to get the Lena kill. They do force the Laguna Blade, but BSJ actually uses the mana, and he's not going to be able to accomplish anything with it. Boris is rotating here. They might be able to block Z-Freak. That's the Fisher block. Oh, nice Ancient Totem. The damage is going to be there, but the Hex, can they get this kill? Oh, that's just a perfect block. That's just top tier block right there in terms of runes. It does look like Eternal Wave will actually get... Oh, okay, so Complexity, they get both of these. And now the bottom ones, no one actually seems to be interested. The Mirana might be able to, not only she'll get the tower, she'll also get double. So it's going to be a 2 for 2, I assume, with the tower also falling for runes. Alright. Moonlight Shadow is there. Do they have detection? They don't. Nice Fisher here kind of separates. Oh, baby, that's a good ult. And Lich will actually snatch the Lena. They'll also get Eternal Envy. So that's a great play by Roons here. 4 and 10. In terms of net worth, how are we doing? It looks like It looks like BSJ is struggling quite a bit, but he can always recover, you know. I do think the Terrorblade is probably the strongest hero in this game if it goes long enough. So that's all they really care about, actually. Alright. Monkeys Forever already has the Javelin, doing pretty well for himself here in the offlane, as we already talked about. The Drow has the level 7. In terms of levels, I think she's actually doing quite well considering the 4 deaths. Already level 8. Has 1 Aquila as well as 1 Wraithband. And, you know, as long as Drow gets more levels, both the Liner and the TA will be enabled a little bit. One thing I guess they do have an advantage versus the Terrorblade is the attack range on the Lina. You know, later on, especially if the Lina goes Hurricane Pike, she actually outranges the Terrorblade by quite a bit, unless the Terrorblade goes for the Metamorphosis attack range talent. I guess even then you do outrange it. Oh boy. Fisher, Limp going very aggressive here in this mid lane. Not going for a lot of Ancient Stacks. Oh, actually gets... Wait, what? Oh, the Courier just delivered a Blink Dagger. Oh, that's such a good play. Oh, they actually committed Thunder's God Ref here. It looks like the Shadow Shaman ends up dying in the top lane. They do drop the wards, and it looks like D2BOWIE wants to defend this, has the Frost Armor. Actually doesn't use the Frost Armor on the tower. Huh. Alright, he just completely disengages. I guess he was right. Eternal Envy looking for something over here. And the Lina will get the right click, so a lot of gold going for Snaking there. In terms of items, it looks like you're going for the standard build. I guess the only difference being the power treads instead of the face boots. You can actually get it here in the side shop. Really, you know, amplifies your damage in the laning stage, and it also makes you slightly tankier. In terms of damage, here we already have 36 extra damage. You know, in a hero with so much extra attack speed, this is huge. They might even be able to Rosh, I think. I think they Rosh very, very well, even without the Desolator on the TA. Alright, bottom lane, we do see Monkeys Forever here, pushing quite aggressively, has the Earthshaker backing the Mirana up, and this is going to be a tier 2 very early. Even then, that's 1000 gold lead for Complexity. They're doing very well in terms of towers as well, and they have this TA just ahead of everyone else. Oh, Monkeys Forever actually doesn't get the right click. Very unfortunate. The Dire Scan will be used, maybe expecting a rotation from Complexity, but they are wrong. Complexity, they're most of their players are into this Dire jungle. Thunder's God Ref gets used. They're gonna get Vision. Eternal Envy finds the Mirana though. Nice. Fisher separates those heroes. Zephyr has an Invis rune, just expires, and the Moonlight Shadow will probably be enough for them to disengage. There are no sentries around. They're gonna be just fine. That being said, though, Monkeys Forever finds Envy. That's a dead ogre. Ooh, level 4 ogre. Pretty hard game for him. Top lane, we do see Lina farming very aggressively here. Has this Uceptor. Needs 100 gold for the Uceptor. Nicely done. TA pretty much has Deso and Blink. Very good timing. I guess that really... Oh. T-Tours? Wait, what? What was that? What? I guess that's free farm for BSJ. Alright. Okay, stop this. Stop this. Alright, I'm not gonna miss any other kills. Nice Fire Blast with the Ignite. They're chasing. Limp really wants this kill. Has the haste rune. There's no way they're getting out. Oh, and maybe even a melee. Look at that slow. The haste rune still going for a little bit. Has the blood. Oh my lord. That's so much damage. Triple kill for Limp. And yeah, man, that was a weird use of the wards, but even then, it just looks like Complexity. With this TA, they're just so much ahead when you compare it to the Zeus. Like, the TA is literally twice the net worth of the Zeus, and yes, you know, this BSJ Terrorblade will be huge one day, but when is that? Because right now, I think BSJ, I mean, he doesn't even have an Yasha, no Dragonlance, it's pretty much just Shreds and this Ring of Aquila. Oh, maybe the Dragonlance is in the Courier that died. That's actually so sad if that's the case. Does find 2 bounties for his name. So that was a 2-for-2 trade if I'm not mistaken. And we do see Snaking just farming quite a bit over here. Alright. Mirana. That's a very interesting place to be. Lightning Bolt gets used, just looking for any wards the Complexity might have. They don't have a lot of wards there, but they do have a lot of traps here. We have these 2 traps and this trap. Actually, Thunder's God Rev will be used. They will scout most of Complexity heroes. They actually have the draw aura going here. And oh, with that ult, they're gonna Rosh. I said that they actually have a pretty decent Rosh lineup. They have decent lockdown here. I'm pretty sure they don't even have to commit the Mass Serpent Wards. In fact, if they try to contest here, they might then drop the Serpent Wards. And they also have the traps around the area. So it's so hard for Roons to actually contest this. They do have Moonlight Shadow. Doesn't matter. Roshan is already down, Z-Freak. They know about you, sir. Oh, wait, what? Hello. Goodbye. Gonna be a very easy kill. Just trying to scout the area. Gets demolished here. 3 heroes just waiting for him to actually go up the ramp. Bottom lane, there is a pretty decently sized wave pushing here thanks to the BSJ's illusions here. Make sure not to feed the illusions. And right now, BSJ is farming the lane. He actually doesn't look like he had any items in the courier. That's all he actually had. Whew. Just the Asha, the Ekla, and Treads. Very sad boy. On this top area, we do see the Zeus here. Just Lightning Bolt everything to be sure there is no vision of him. There is already the Scepter onto the Lina. And I guess another reason to go Treads when you have the Ogre is that you already have max move speed with Bloodlust, right? So you don't really need the phase boots. And because of these Treads, you know, we're gonna have more mana. Yeah, you have some extra damage, but I'm pretty sure the Tread switching and being max move speed anyways is already pretty decent. Alright, Complexity here. They do have a smoke onto the Shadow Shaman. Not sure if that's what they want to go for. There's already the Aegis as well as the Desolator onto the TA. Tier 1 still up, so they might just group to take this down. BSJ hiding quite nicely here into this tree area. Not sure if he wants to cut the wave afterwards, but they're gonna find him. BSJ! Oh my god, he just goes down. No one's gonna spot him. I'm gonna keep on going. Alright. Alright. And yep, this is going to be an easy tower for them. At the same time, we do see Roons forcing this tier 1 in the top lane. So a very mirrored move by both teams. But look at that, the tower's already down. Z-Freak smoked. He can definitely ult the next wave. I'm not sure if he's going to go for it, but yeah, if he ults, that's kind of a no commitment tower. Alright, he's going to drop it. Okay, the Shaker setting up. He actually has a Blink Dagger, guys. This might be a PogChamp play. There is an Aegis onto the TA, so you would like to go for Z-Freak, or you would like to have a lot of extra heroes in the area. For now, there's only a Lich, and he's smoked up. Doesn't really ice armor the tower, interestingly enough. Alright, they're gonna send the Mirana here. Alright, they're gonna just farm this, it looks like. Z-Freak's gonna be hiding for a while. As that happens, because he's still here, just sending illusions as he hides in the tree area. Oh, feels so bad for him. But no, he's trying his best. It's all he can do for now. Just trying to draw aggro and yeah, just farm the creep waves. He's not in experienced range right now. Thunder's God Rev actually gets used, revealing some of the Radiant heroes. But yeah, I think most of the Thunder God's Revs were like this. There's like, alright, like, I'm afraid. Let's just use this so I know my carry or I am not going to die. This is gonna be so sad. I mean, he went for first item Ghost Scepter, and there's already a big AB onto this TA. This TA is massive. Limp. Whew. This guy, no. This guy is probably one of the most underrated mid players on Earth, I would say. I don't think there's a mid player as underrated as Limp. Well, anyways, Trap's gonna get laid out. It looks like Annihilate wants to farm it up. So hard for him to get it. Finally gets it. Bottom lane. LSA flies out. Doesn't really get the real BSJ. And now they're chasing. There's going to be Blink Dagger in 1 second. But the Dragon's Wave actually canceling the Blink. The right click will be there with the Echo. Oh, there you go. Give it to them. They're going to get a double here in the bottom lane. But they already lost the Lich somewhere else. And at the same time, some bounty runes were snatched up. It looks like Eternal Envy got one and the Drow got the other one. So very good movements over around the map by Complexity. BSJ commits the Metamorphosis. I mean, they do get 2 kills, but they're not going to be able to get much more out of the map for now. BSJ will be forced to keep farming. Gets a clarity from the run, I think. And we are back at it. Annihilate is pretty much a support. He's just lightning bolt everything to be sure there's no traps. But you can see there's some goofy traps around the area. Oh, hello. Ghost Scepter's gonna be used. He doesn't TP out. In fact, they're trying to fight this. The guy's gonna be there. Look at the blank. BKB popped by Limp, and he doesn't care. He didn't TP before, so you're paying the price. Godlike streak here by Limp. Oh, and they take this Lich down as well. The trap. Give Invasion. It's actually a kill for the Drow Ranger. Double kill for her. Pretty sizable creep wave pushing bottom, but I don't think it changes the fact that this is an 8,000 gold lead. They're gonna lose another hero. It's actually BSJ dying to the lane. In fact, they're just gonna find another one. Nice slip away, but there's some shackles available here, monkeys. You're not running away. That's a double kill for Snaking as well. So even though it looked pretty decent, you know, by Roons at the start, it just looked like Complexity had a plan. You know, finishing early with the TA that is farmed as all hell. They're gonna drop the... Oh man, they're gonna buy back the Lina here, but there's not even Metamorphosis in 50 seconds, so can they even fight this? So the first lane of Breaks is already down. They're trying to defend this, but Yogurt doesn't care. You know, when he marches forward, he's gonna get stuck here because of that fissure block. Lina trying to save the support, but I'm not sure it's gonna be able to. Whereas the Fire Blast, it's on cooldown, and Eternal Envy will fall. They will farm the traps, but this is 2 tier 3s down, and 1 lane of Barracks, with, you know, buybacks even being committed by Roons. So very rough mid-game here for them. They're gonna take the Shrine out as well. You know, the Shaker played very well. He got an early Blink Dagger, but he just didn't, you know, the last pick by call, getting the TA, knowing that was a mid Zeus. That's really one of the hardest matchups for Zeus. If you actually want to play Zeus, you have to make sure that TA is not there. I guess they were just, you know, I mean, to be fair, in this game their plan was if BSJ gets fat enough, the TA doesn't matter. You know, TA falls flat very early on. I guess not very early on, but TA is definitely not a late game hero. So if you can just get this BSJ Terrorblade huge, TA will eventually fall flat. But you know, oh, I heard an echo somewhere. Hello, Lina, Uceptor, buying time. Oh. Feels so bad. Yeah, so they took a 20-minute barracks, which is definitely the timing you want as a TA. I'm not even sure they had ages at that point, but you're just so farmed. You have the BKB, you know you're super strong. Oh, the trap. Alright, BSG actually takes it down. I think if he was 1 second too late there, he might have been slowed and dead. He actually has the Manta. Oh, the TA actually blinks out. So interesting. They think that the Roons are smoked behind BSJ, but they're actually... I mean, there's one hero here. Yeah, they were not behind BSJ at all, but they're gonna find the Mirana. That's an LSA. Nice leap away. Laguna Blaze is gonna be there. Do they have enough damage to leap away? The one's gonna be popped, and the Monkeys Forever Mirana will survive, but it's BSJ that falls, and he doesn't have a buyback. He had Metamorphosis, but he doesn't have enough gold. 300 gold short. LSA is gonna be there. Oh, baby. The Moonlight Shadow is not gonna matter. Eternal Envy has 2 center wards here. He is ready. GG Fly is out, and this is a quick 24-minute game for Complexity. It felt, you know, kind of scary for them at the start. You know, so many kills against that Drow Ranger, but that just goes to show the Drow Ranger is never really the carry. She's just an enabler, and the Lina, as well as the TA, had great games, and they were able to snowball out of that. Alright. So, let's get some music going here as we wait for the next game, guys. Alright, so let me just get the thing here. And we're gonna be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Shouldn't be too much.
Kappa.
Alright guys, so I was just bored and I decided to watch this Riki game as we wait. I don't think it's gonna take much anyways, but yeah. It's a safe lane Riki. Alright, wait, is this a safe lane Riki? Yes. Alright, so 44 base damage, Monkas. 0 extra 0.4, so that's like what? 12 damage if he attacks from behind, which is 56. So it is decent damage. Alright, he got 1d9. Actually, let me see the player perspective here.
Not for the likes of you.
Alright.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The game didn't start yet. I'm just watching this Mason replay because I was bored. Yeah. Still waiting for the lobby, but it shouldn't take much. Okay. I guess that's why Safe Lane Riki is not very popular, but he's gonna go back. Almost got level 2 there, buys himself the Slippers of Agility before dying. Dude, this is a silver Grimstroke. This guy doesn't deserve to play Dota 2. Alright. He really wants the CS. Ugh. It's actually Bulldog playing the Nature Prophet, right? Alright. Oof. Oh, the Nature Prophet needs to be careful here. I'm surprised the Riki is actually not going for the Grimstroke. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Yes, the CS. Doesn't go for the other one. Huh. Why don't you get the Qualm Blade? So this is not live. Yeah, the stream is live, guys. Alright, there we go. Let's take this out. And there we have it, guys. This is going to be game 2 between Complexity and Roons. Complexity took game 1 quite easily with the Drow strat, and now Roons will ban it first phase, because you know they don't wanna be playing against that again. What were you watching? I was watching. It was Mason. Let me just double check. Yeah, it was Mason playing carry Riki, so I wanted to see how he played it. There's also an offlane Riki by Bo3. D2BOWIE keeps on posting on Twitter that Riki is like the most broken hero in every bracket or whatever, which is not 100% true, because you know when you consider Dota Pro Tracker, like the win rate was like 50%. Still, I think the hero, especially in pubs, is definitely kind of broken. So I wanna watch more of it. So I was just Rio Insania. I don't think that's the Rio Insania, but if it is the Rio Insania, thanks for being here, I guess. Remember when RTZ was training Riki for TI? I think that was a long time ago. Really, dude? Oh, that's awesome, man. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Thanks for being here, dude. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I was just watching Mason playing carry Riki. I think the hero is you know, very weak in lane, but has a lot of stuff going for it. And yeah, I might make a video on not sure if carry Riki, but probably core Riki. I think he's definitely a better core than a support. And goodbye, beautiful. That's awesome, man. Really appreciate it watching my videos. That's crazy. So yeah, going back to the draft here, they're gonna they do ban the Drow, and they actually snatch the Terrorblade from Roons. So very interesting approach here. They take... so they take the Drow out and they pick Necrophos first.
10 seconds remaining.
Ricky's so fun because it's a true rags to the riches story.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, just get Diffusal Blade and you kill everyone. That hero is so weird. Like he looks so weak, and then suddenly you're like unkillable. I guess not unkillable, but you kill everyone. So since everyone is dead, you cannot die. Now Lich Terrorblade is not an opener I really understand. You know, I guess, you know, you do... Why would you pick up Lich? I guess the Lich is kind of a counter to the Terrorblade in a sense. You know, he gets kind of quite hard if you're playing... I just don't know. And they picked Lich last game, so they might think that, you know, they have a Lich spammer or whatever in their team, and they don't want to give the Lich if they're picking a Terrorblade, because you don't usually think about Lich as a hero that really shows up a lot of the times. It's usually just picked against draw strats. But yeah, they're gonna pick it up, and it's a Necrophos Crystal Maiden, so a lot of nuke damage, pretty decent. They have a lot of AoE as well. The Death Pulse plus Crystal Nova definitely gonna deal with the Terrorblade illusions for most of the early game. Now Call will show them how it's done. 2-0 easy? I don't know. I don't know if that's an easy 2-0. That was a draw strat. You know, draw strats are deceiving in the sense that a lot of the times they're just like win because like you push so fast. Doesn't mean that the team is like, in a way, I don't want to say draw strat is a cheesy strat because there's definitely like a lot of weaknesses in it, but when you get a good draw strat game, which is weird because that was like a first phase draw, it's definitely easy to just say, oh, the other team sucks. But, you know, let's see how Complexity... Because I never saw Complexity win without the draw strat, actually. I remember that they played against EG. They picked Drow. They destroyed EG. And then they lost their 2 games because Drow was banned in the first phase. So we might see the same thing here. Actually, probably not, because, you know, Roons is a very new team. And Complexity... they've been playing for a while. But let's wait it out, at least. Is Grimstroke available in Captain's Mode? It is not available. It would be funny to see 2 Reaper sites. It's not funny, dude. I was playing a pub last week and that happened. And it was the most freaking soul-crushing experience of my life. Double Reaper site. It was actually a 4... at some point, we had a 4-man Reaper site, I guess, because there was a Refresher Shard onto the Grimstroke and Necrophos side against Scepter. Still have PTSD from that day. Anyways, they're going to remove the Invoker on the side of Roons. And I guess Invoker Terrorblade has been very popular lately. Complexity, they do take the Zeus natural counter to Terrorblade. The Storm, in a ways, I wouldn't say is a counter to the Terrorblade, but it's just as annoying hero that can cut waves and kind of messes up with the timings of the Terrorblade. And now it's Complexity time. I like the Pugna ban from Roons. One of the hardest Necrophos counters. It's also more push, so, you know, Terrorblade plus Pugna. Quite scary. Now Complexity, they're taking their time here, choosing their next pick. They definitely need another support. I'm not sure if this is going to be Eternal Envy playing the Lich, or if this is going to be a 4 Lich. I definitely like Envy playing the Lich a little bit more. I don't think Lich is a great 4. So let's see what they're going to pick. Yeah, same thing. They're going to get the Shadow Shaman, even more push. And that's so interesting, you know, because Shadow Shaman is does not consider at least a tier 1 support. But Complexity, they're going for this high, I wouldn't say push strats, but definitely they always have their pushing bases under control. I mean, they always, you know, get Shadow Shaman or whatever pushing heroes they can get their hands on. So they even I don't know if Roons actually screamed against complexity, but they removed the Chen as well as the Enchantress. So I'm not sure if they were playing that as well. Even the Pugna is banned. Of course, the Pugna ban I think has more to do with the fact that they got Necrophos. And now Roons, they need to pick again. So we're playing against the Shadow Shaman. For now, they don't have really the hero that really enables the Shadow Shaman lane. Last time was the Lina in the off lane. I actually wouldn't disconsider. I think Lina might get picked here. You know, it's very good versus Necrophos, especially if you have a Shadow Shaman lane. I'm not sure if they intend to offlane this Necrophos or not, but I guess when you pick the PL, the Lina is not as great. You know, pretty annoying to play Lina versus PL. More of a sneaky hero, and they're gonna get the Brewmaster. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna have the same enabler. I think even the Terrorblade Shadow Shaman is a decent lane. You know, you have a lot of the right-click damage coming from the Metamorphosis Terrorblade. So as long as you just hold the heroes, the Terrorblade can kill anyone. There is only one disable on the side of Roons in the early game, and usually the Crystal Maidens, they don't even learn Frostbite that early. So it remains to be seen if that's what Crystal Maiden will go for. But to be fair, I think the Shackles are going to be, at least until this point, uncontested. They did pick 2 cores inside the room, so they need to get their position 5 or 4. CM, I do prefer CM played as a 4, but it could easily be a 5, and then you get something like a... the Shaker is banned, so they're lacking a little bit of initiation, right? Maybe a Nerf Spirit wouldn't be bad. I really like her Spirit versus Terrorblade and Shadow Shaman. I just don't know if they have a hero that actually plays it. Boris, I don't know much about this guy. But yeah, the Air Spirit would probably be great, even against Brewmaster. You know, have very long range silence. The Silencer is also banned, so what do you go for? You want a stun? You definitely want a stun on your support. But you also kind of want initiation. It's kind of a tough choice, right? Night Stalker, you guys remember this hero? Used to be a hero. I guess Sand King is not bad. Oh, they're gonna get the Lina, so that's most likely a support Lina. I guess they definitely needed a stun. Not a lot of initiation here though, and very squishy heroes overall. So it is some wave clear, it's some AoE to do with the Terrorblade. That in a way they're not really like in the laning stage it's fine, but if the Terrorblade actually gets fat, then you're gonna need some long range AoE skills, and the Necrophos doesn't really have any of that. Crystal Maiden has a little bit. Centaur not banned. Complexity won game 1, guys. So they're gonna take the... Oh, they actually take the Air Spirit out. Ah, man, I'm feeling so good today. I've been predicting some of the things. It's not even that I predicted. It's more of like, oh, I mean, Earth Spirit is actually great. And I mean, this could be position 2 Lina, right? And they just go for the Earth Spirit anyways. So we don't know for sure if it's gonna be the support Lina. Now it's Roons time to ban whatever they think. So if this is mid Lina, I would like to see... Storm's already removed, so the Lina is fine. The Zeus is also removed. So what else? Maybe you just ban TA? I just felt like Limp had an incredible game last time. Wait, what? What? Do you see this? What happened? What? What is this? Did they just forgot to ban? What the fuck? I think they just forgot to ban. What? So they're gonna get Ember. I think that was a mistake. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so they get the Ember, and now Complexity will pick their mid hero. TA is in the poll, although it definitely looks like support Lina, and the Ember Spirit here in the mid lane. So TA, actually, I was watching a tutorial from Funkefall actually, and he said
that the only he thinks that there's no counters to TA really, and the TA just loses because she's not a great late game hero. And when you have Ember versus TA, the TA the better player wins. So he thinks it's a very even lane matchup. Although overall, he doesn't feel like Ember really counters TA just because of the sheer damage output that the TA offers. So yeah, I guess you could pick DK. It's not terrible versus... Ooh, now that is a hero. That is a hero I've heard once. Well, there is a silence. So the silence, AoE silence, pretty good versus the PL even, right? That's not that hard to actually cast. Pretty decent AoE. Very good versus extras. Now, I really like this. This shows the complexity, you know, they think ahead. No, they ban Earth Spirit. Who the hell bans Earth Spirit? But they were like, oh, man, that's probably a good hero. They get the Death Prophet. By the way, nice set on Snake King. That's a cool Brewmaster. And here we go, boys. This is going to be game 2 between Roons and Complexity. If Complexity wins, they take this 2-0. If not, we're going to see a game 3. Alrighty. The Brewmaster, yeah, as we talked about, already a decent counter to the PL. And you also add the Death Prophet in the mix. You know, can always just lift the Necrophil so he doesn't ult anyone. You can also dispel the Ember Spirit Flame Guard. So they did pick Ember knowing that. And you also have the AoE Silence from Death Prophet. You know, overall, pretty decent team from Complexity. Nope, remains to be seen how well this Death Prophet will pan out. There's probably a reason why no teams actually picked Death Prophet, and there were no changes to the hero. So we're gonna see, you know, the best and the worst of Death Prophet. Limp though, great player, probably knows what he's doing. Again, they give him last pick, and I don't know. I just think Limp has been the difference maker here on Complexity, and considering he got what he wanted, you know, it feels. It feels kind of hard to trust Roons. You're gonna have to wait and see if the BSJ Phantom Lancer will be able to carry this game out. I heard it's not legal to play Terror Blade in a pro game if you don't have the Arcana. Alright, let's go, boys. And girls. Actually, there's probably no girls watching. It's nice to... Okay, no player perspective, thank you. Let's go. So they're sending the BSJ Phantom Lancer to the top lane. I guess predicting that the Brewmaster would be bottom. So yeah, for now that's what we have. And I'm kind of scared because in the first game, you know, Boris, I think he was probably the MVP from Roons. And he had that Shaker. You know, Shaker can do so much. Especially when you pair it up with the Mirana. Will he be able to have that much of an impact playing this Lina? Remains to be seen. You know, Lina definitely not the standard support. I guess it's pretty much just Jarex and some other players that do play the support Lina. In the bottom lane, we do see Monkeys Forever and Jubei already setting up in the bottom lane. There is a sentry here on the Crystal Maiden.
30 seconds to battle.
Alright. So, Limp. I'm coming for you, my dude. Ooh. Some old chat going on here. Monkeys Forever. Not sure who's he talking to. I guess maybe Annihilate? I'm sorry. Maybe Z-Freak? Well, it's gonna be a 2-for-2. Pretty standard. We do see Terrorblade is neither Scumbaloo. It's actually Jo. Jo? Yes, I think it's Jo. Monkeys Forever, just blocking here. It doesn't look like they'll exchange lanes. They're gonna leave the Terrorblade in the safe lane. But they actually ping it out. They expect Lina to be positioned there. Oh, the Metamorphosis, the double LSA, and they start just doing so much damage to that Terrorblade. Nicely done here by Boris. Already starts creating a lot of impact. In terms of CS, we're gonna be watching this main lane here. I don't think any lanes actually have a lot of, you know, level 1 kill potential. We're gonna see Boris though. Oh, again. Oh, as I say that though, LSA, if it's one player that can die, first of all, it's Eternal Envy. But he doesn't really die. Very close, but doesn't. The LSA will find Terrorblade once again. Alright. Monkeys Forever. Already level 2. Gets that Heartstopper aura. And in terms of CS, pretty even here in the mid lane. 5 and 1, 5 and 2. The Annihilate will pop himself, but already struggling in terms of region here. Even though he has the CS, he's trading a lot of those region items for that CS. So, level 1 Reflection here onto the Lina. They're trying to do as much damage as possible. And Boris here contesting the pool already from Complexity. LSA flies out once again. There is no mana for Dragon Slave unless she... Unless she wanted to commit the mangoes, but it doesn't look like Boris has any interest in that. Here we do see Snake King just pulling some creeps. They actually give up. They just want to be with their tomato friend. And Lich just keeps on eating creeps. Just stays as far back as possible. And sometimes he frost blasts people, but you need to be careful because the cast range for both skills I think are the same. The Frost Blast, though, has a faster cast point, so I guess you can get away with not getting LSA'd. Alright, you're already faring here what seems to be a lot of region Eternal Envy with 1 Tango and 1 Salve and 1 set of Tangos for Terrorblade as well. Boris just hiding there. He's pretty much playing Shaker, but with boobs. Just hiding to find that perfect opening. Limp, already level 4. 12 and 3. I'm actually surprised. I think Annihilate is doing quite well here. I didn't expect him to be doing that well. That being said, the experience is on the side of Complexity, even though there is 1 extra range creep, so that might be what's making the difference. We do see a first blood in the other lane. Oh, wait, what? Was he trying to suicide? And I don't know what happened, actually. Huh. Oh, maybe he was just running away from a Death Pulse? Does he have boots? He does have boots, so maybe that's what happened, actually. He was just running away. He's going to get a double damage. Instead of rotating in mid, he is going again to that lane, but through a different area. Oh, no, that's interesting, right? He doesn't TP directly to the lane. It looks like they actually ended up losing the Lina here. But since he didn't TP to the lane, they might expect a rotation somewhere else. And they're not going to be aware of this. So the Shadow Shaman, he actually wards, so that's another benefit of what he just did. And now he's going from behind. He's looking for that Monkey's Forever Necrophos, and I think you're going down, my friend. Look at that rotation. Gets the ward and goes all the way around the area. They had no idea about it, and he also gets the ward. Nice work here by him. The Lina did fall. This time, we do see BSJ doing pretty well. So that's a different game for him. You know, already has 19 CS. Very, very close to the Death Prophet in terms of CS. And speaking of Death Prophet, doing quite well here versus the Ember. Slightly ahead in experience. As expected, I guess. Alright. Terrorblade. Doesn't have Quellum Blade, so very hard for him to actually get CS. And look at that. That's the power of the support Lina. You always stun the enemy carry. You shove the wave, and when he tries to go for a range CS, you always stun him. So you're dealing damage, and you're actually denying him of the gold from those creeps. Oh, BSJ going in. The LSA is gonna land. He actually goes aggressive with the Doppelganger. I'm not sure if that's the play. That's a very tanky hero, my friend. That's 17 armor into a Terrorblade. The Metamorphosis is on cooldown, and BSJ understands that he might have stepped a little bit too far, and he would disengage. In the bottom lane, Bounty Runes are coming, and it looks like Complexity really wants to secure this. Oh, Snake King pops the clap. Oh no, the Crystal Maiden from Juve actually snatches that bounty as they try to go for monkeys. So, very smart plays right there. And now the LSA lands on Eternal Envy. He doesn't have Ice Armor, so stuns the Lina once. That's a lot of move speed slow, by the way. That's actually 30%. Boris looking for the LSA. Doesn't actually find it. There is a Windlace onto the Lich and no boots onto Boris, so very hard for him to actually commit for that play. Here we do see Shadow Shaman. Oh. Alright. Crystal Nova gets used. Snake King drawing aggro. In terms of levels, Annihilate getting close to level 6, so it's actually quite hard for Limp to get any kills. Doesn't have any points in silence. I like that he didn't get the Exorcism. Now, I'm not really going to push against that. Oh, LSA is gonna land. Eternal Envy taking a lot of damage. There is raindrops onto BSJ, so there's not gonna be enough damage to kill him or Eternal Envy for that matter. The Terrorblade finally pops. The Metamorphosis here trying to zone BSJ a little bit, and that's a lot of damage. They're gonna TP the Lina to the mid lane. Alright, they're gonna lose the Ember. At the same time, Z-Freak, can they get him? The two supports here are not enough to get the kill. LSA will find Limp though, and he can't go for any extra plays. Doesn't have cooldown on Spirit Siphon. Gets a clarity though and has phase, but so the Lina needs to be careful, especially if Spirit Siphon being ready. I think he might be able to dive the Lina, but the Lina quickly disengages knowing that there is now a Spirit Siphon available. The Shadow Shaman just awkwardly walking back to the base and snaking here, very close to his level 6 already. In terms of CS, that's 27 CS, very respectable offlaner. On the side of Roons, BSJ also doing quite well. And actually the Necrophos, you know, the slow creeper of this game. He was not doing super hot at the start, but now 42 CS. I guess some of it was the stack that we saw being farmed here. But yeah, Monkeys Forever doing quite well here in terms of his creep score. Going straight up U-Scepter, interesting decision. No Veil, no... I guess Force Staff is an item sometimes, Hood is an item sometimes. There's not a lot of magic damage on the side of Complexity, and he feels like the U-Scepter might be the best option. It's a lot of move speed, some mana regen as well. BSJ starts pushing here with this Catapult, so wants to do as much damage as possible to the tower. Do they have Glyph on the side? Oh, Runes they do, so this might be a lot of damage. They ping it out, the Terrorblade is not even there. And, alright, they're actually rotating here. They do get the Hex, the Ghost Shout is gonna be popped, but the Shackles will be enough to buy time to get a Frost Blast here. They do pop the Fairy Fire onto Monkeys Forever. Where is the secondary clap? They don't even need it. The Boop will be there. They do clap for it, and at the same time, they do get a tower top. So very similar plan, I guess, for Runes. They actually pressure the entire top lane first. In that game, they were able to get the 2 towers very early, and although they didn't win the game, it felt, you know, very good. It allowed BSJ to farm quite a bit. But for now, he still has this Catapult here. Let's see how much they can squeeze out of this Cardi before Complexity really responds. We do have no Exorcism onto the Death Prophet just yet, even though Death Prophet is level 8, but actually saving a skill point, so we might see that being put to use. They will send Snaking over here. Doesn't have mana for the ult, but has a Mango as well as a lot of those Magic 1 charges, so they will finally retreat. Some damage being done to the tier 2 tower, but not even close to what we saw in the last game. Alright, the Flame Guard is going to be used. A lot of slow coming from that Spirit Siphon, and he just wants to secure a range creep. That's the life of a melee hero. Alright, as the hands from Death Prophet go up, he quickly fire Remnants away, and now I guess he tried to go for a stack, was not fast enough, and he's going back to the Fountain. We do see Monkeys Forever here. Already has the Reaper Side. Was not able to put it to use, but might be able to maybe kill Z-Freak here. Level 5. He's quite fast though with these Tranquil Boots. So maybe he needs the help of another hero. Crystal Maiden level 4. Has 2 sentries as well as a ward for now. Not a lot of aggressive wards on the side of the Dire besides this one. I think he was the one that actually put it out. And Ember again, just Remnants away. Nice ward here coming by Complexity. They know. Oh, actually, the Crystal Maiden knew about it. And quickly dewards it. Bottom lane. Very, very slow game, you know, only 5 kills 10 minutes in, and Monkeys Forever can probably stack this as he goes for the room. We do see Complexity. Oh, they're actually smoked up here. Death Prophet has the Exorcism, and they're going. Oh, hello, Monkeys Forever, but this is a lot of slow, and they want your booty. They're sending Z-Freak over here. There is Shackles. There's also, alright, Ghost Shot is gonna be popped first. Monkeys Forever taking extra damage from magical sources. Can he survive before the Shrine? He can't. And now they're gonna use that Exorcism. That's a lot of damage here, locking BSJ. He's gonna doppelganger away, but I'm not sure it's gonna be enough to actually buy back Ultra Monkeys Forever. BSJ solo. Can he get the kill on Envy? Yes, he can. He was going for the illusion. If he doesn't find the kill, and the Reaper Side will actually destroy the Shadow Shaman's hopes of ever using those wards. BSJ survives. They do have to buy back Monkeys Forever for it, but I guess that's actually a decent trade. He did pop the Exorcism on Limp, and although he can farm these Ancients, definitely not what they were looking for. They wanted a tower, and they do not get it. Terrorblade, level 7 here, just farming some Troll Priests. We do see We do see the Brewmaster here, level 8 already. Very close to the Blink Dagger, so it's going to be able to output a lot of damage. Alright. Link is forever. Level 8, getting pretty close to his level 9, and actually decides to change his item build, and now he is going for the Veil. I do like Veil on this hero, you know. You get the armor, you get the active, it's always a boost of damage. The Terrorblade is under farm. Let's check the net worths here. Indeed he is. He's actually behind the Ember. Had a pretty tough laning stage, so that's definitely a different game for Annihilate, you know. He never had the opportunity to actually show his skills, because he was playing Zeus versus TA. That's one of the worst matchups ever. I would rank it maybe top 10 worst matchups ever. Now he's playing the Ember versus DP, which is definitely not great, but definitely better than what he played last time. Monkeys forever here, just chilling. Has gold for the Helm of the Iron Will, although he's not actually opting for the purchase just yet. There's illusion runes. There is one illusion rune in the bottom lane. It looks like Annihilate will find it. Has the bottle in the backpack. It's gonna quickly get it, and even pops the Flame Guard to farm those Carapos over here. It's gonna remnant away. Oh, look at the efficiency right there. I guess the problem is that not only he doesn't kill that creep, he actually didn't clear, or someone didn't clear those small mud golems. So, oh, monkeys forever, setting up here, but they can see your Heartstopper aura, so you need to be careful. In terms of, did he ever actually use Primal Split? I'm not sure if the Brewmaster ever committed that spell. He does have the Blink Dagger now, and we might be about to witness the first usage this game. Top lane, we do see Boris actually pushing this very aggressively here. He's definitely going to bring someone back to defend this tower. And it looks like only the Terrorblade Illusions are marching that way. Macrophos actually leaves the lane. He's going to maybe jungle. Guess he's just afraid for his life. And he is right. They're going for some very deep dives. They're gonna pop those traps, and they're gonna find Jubei. Poor Crystal Maiden gets either shocked, and this is gonna be an easy kill here. They do drop those wards as we talked about. Envy is actually TPing to the top lane, wants to ice armor this tower, I assume. Actually doesn't have ice armor, so he can just Frost Blast Boris. The LSA is gonna land, but there you go. They actually glyph the creeps. This is gonna be a problem for Boris, actually. Turn on Envy will survive, and that's a dominating streak for... that's a dominating streak for... I guess it didn't bounce much, but the glyph kind of makes the bounces, you know, just go ham. The TP from Brewmaster definitely a bigger aspect of the Lina dying, and nicely done. They do defend this top tower, and they do get this tower here. In terms of gold advantage, this is a fairly even match. Now, who has the advantage if this game goes long? You know, we have PL, Necrophos, and Ember on one side. They do have some burst damage with the Lina Necrophos, but I don't know. Complexity is also, I think it's kinda even. It's really all about the cooldowns, you know, Death Prophet. You can be mega farmed on Death Prophet. If you don't have your ult, you're a different hero. So it's all about how well they can put those exorcisms to use. To be fair, they were not great at it the first time, and they actually pinged this out. Did they spot this smoke gank? I don't know. We're getting pretty close to the rune time, so they're already seeing some heroes here. The Crystal Maid actually breaking the smoke, but they do have the EU Scepter here with the Silence Combo. That's going to be an easy kill, and there you go. That's all they wanted. We also see a Radiant Scan around this area. They wanted to snatch that rune, but little did they know that was the same thing that they were doing on the side of Complexity. And we're actually going to see Roons here getting this rune. Oh, hello, Zifrik is going to get hexed, but BSJ is following. I'm not sure Zifrik is going to be able to survive this. There is shackles available. They're going to... yeah, there's no way Zifrik survives this, right? Hello? Alright, the Phantom Rush goes, but they actually do not find vision. Zifrig is actually... oh my lord, he actually makes his way alive, and he has the wards available, so he can keep pushing this wave. Alright, let's see if BSJ is gonna go for this catapult. Okay, he goes for the range creep instantly. Alright. Now, there's no real follow-up here for Zifrig, so I'm not sure he's going to be able to actually pressure this. But the fact that he is alive and that he bought some extra time is quite nice. We do see Annihilate going here. He's going for the standard Maelstrom. The Veil here by Monkeys Forever gets popped. They're gonna send Brewmaster to the mid lane. The Vlad's is online. Alright, Snaking shows up. Oh. Just claps the wave, so not a lot of damage dealt here. I'm actually surprised on how much, Limp is playing very differently from what I expected. Usually, you expect the DP to just group up with the team, especially after you have Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster. They're just playing very, very passive, and I'm not really sure if that's their plan or if it's just, Roons doing a good job at just splitting the lanes. But, for now, it's actually Roons that are pressuring a tower. Here in the bottom lane, they do have this Cardi, Zfric trying to hold it as best as possible, but he needs to be careful to not die. BSJ can always dive him. Oh, and the Diffusal Blade is actually done. The Dire Scan gets used, but it's actually an illusion, so they might think there's a rotation, but it's literally just an Ember illusion. Oh, hello, Limp. Yeah, they finally understand that only 2 illusions were there. The tower's still up. Can they deny this? They're gonna commit a glyph. I think they can deny this. Alright. Actually, Hexes the catapult just to be sure they can get the deny. And there you go. Snaking level 12. Already has the 2nd point in Primal Split. Oh, just taunting the Thunderclap right there. Why is the Terrorblade farming so slow? I think a bit of it is the fact that the Death Prophet has been farming jungle quite a bit as well, so there's not a lot of spots for the Terrorblade to farm, and also they're not fighting, right? So the Terrorblade doesn't. Oh, okay. So as I say that, they're actually going for a fight. There you go. The Floral Blast gets used, and they're gonna use the Primal Split as well. Jubei just gets demolished, and this is a 3-4-1. They're gonna lose everyone. They do lift the Ember. He has the Fire Remnant. He doesn't have one. He's trying to go for it, but the Hex is there, and they're gonna get it. Oh, I think when they lift the Ember, he had 1 Fire Remnant duration about to end. So the fact that they waited canceled the Fire Remnant, and they were able to get it later. Nice Hex by the Shadow Shaman, by the way. They do get a tower here because of the leaner, but I'm not sure this is enough. Not only they get a good fight, the Terrorblade is pushing bottom, and they, they're just doing the best possible. Oh, hello, Lina. Lina will get taken down by Limp and Zfric. Nice rotation. They do have the air lens on the Shadow Shaman, so the cast point of Hex and Shackles is now bigger than the LSA, so it's harder for the Lina to actually deal with that pesky little Shaman. Alright. The Lich, level 8, still no ice armor. Very interesting that he completely disregards it. I think it's not awful, versus the PL, especially now that he has the Diffusal Blade, but PL playing quite passive, to be fair. He's been farming here with his Diffusal Blade going towards the Manter. I don't know, that's kind of a tough stack to farm. He needs to wait for the root attack. Finally goes for it, and now BSJ can go back. Terrorblade just farming some creeps. He's recovering a little bit. He's fairly close to PL, to be fair. Searing Chains will be utilized. Snaking doesn't have the Primal Split, and now it's Roons trying. Oh, look at the cast point of that Shackles. Can they take it down? Yes, they can with that Searing Chains, and they will use the Reaper Sight to secure that hero. Nice use of the Frost Blast as well as the Chain Frost. Nice Fire Remnant away. They will lock the DP there. They're actually gonna buy back the Shadow Shaman. This fight seems to be over. Nice back away from Roons when they actually see the buyback from the Shadow Shaman. Now, Shadow Shaman, not very happy, but he wants to secure some bounty runes, so he quickly marches forward, and I think he's going to be able to get it. So TB will get this one. At the same time, it looks like Envy dies to the Ember Spirit, and the Ember Spirit, oh, hello, Limp, he's going to get 2. There you go, Scepter. Actually, doesn't even doesn't want to battle the Crystal Maiden, just lifts her up, and now TP is here to the top shrine. Oh, Zfric, you might be in a dangerous spot. Alright, the Hex with the... okay, this is gonna be a kill for sure. There's no way that the Necrophils will survive. Limp will pop that Exorcism. Now they're chasing BSJ. There is Doppelganger available in 4 seconds. Can he survive though? I think he can't. Even with that much armor, he just gets taken down by those spirits. Look at that Shackles range. Annihilate, you're gone. The right clicks from 007 are way too strong, and this is definitely going to be, even if the ward's being used here to only kill the Necrophils, this is going to be a very commanding fight. by complexity, and they're gonna take 1, maybe 2 towers here. There's decent duration on the Metamorphosis. Only Lina is alive, and that Lina, oh, actually also went for the Aether Lens. So there's going to be a lot of cast range. Look at the LSA cast range here. This is insane. Oh, Limp just goes in crazy. And they didn't even have vision. They were just expecting the Lina to be there. Limp, you madman. And they're going to get that kill. They're going to kill the Lina. And with that catapult, I'm not sure they're going to go for, you know, another tower. They might be able to Roche here. Do they have a medallion in one of their heroes? They don't. So this might be over. I'm going to send the Terrorblade to the mid lane. Alright. Terrorblade, level 14 already. Going for Dementor into BKB. Limp is a god, man. This guy is a god. He's going straight up BKB. So Blink Dagger, use Scepter. Now into BKB. Doesn't want to, you know, get LSA'd by the Lina. Doesn't want to get Reaper Sighted. And doesn't want to get the mana drain. So the BKB definitely the right and correct item here. The Brewmaster might be going Radiance. Pretty good versus the PL. Pretty decent even versus the Necrophos. I really like it. And it just looks like all the pieces from Complexity are just getting together very nicely. They're, you know, getting a lot of mech control. Oh, hello, Envy was trying to deward. Alright, the ult gets committed, but to no avail. That is a very tanky Ember Spirit, especially with the Flame Guard. Going for a new Scepter. Interesting choice of items, but with the silence there from the DP, definitely okay. Bottom lane, we're gonna see. Oh, that's a dead laner. Gets solo killed by Z-Freak with the Blink Dagger Aether Lens. Oh, alrighty. There is a bunch of heroes though, just looking for Z-Freak. Okay, BSJ wants to farm those wards. Rightfully enough, Z-Freak. Oh, he is a bold boy. Commits the Ether Shock, but quickly TPs away, knowing that they had no gap closing heroes there, especially with the Doppelganger just being used. Envy pushing the wave here with Limp. Has some server wards. A very selfless dude, you know. Only has the Tranquil Boots. We remove the Observer ward right there, and now the Ember shows up. There's no vision from Dire. Actually, they do have this ward. Oh, maybe this ward was there the entire time. I think they didn't have this ward that time. Why would you call him Madman Auto Radiant is dead? Well, I mean, he had no vision, so, you know, kind of a bold play. Just jumping like that. Crystal Maiden. They do have a lot of wave clear here, you know, with the Dragon Slave, with the, even with the Sleight of Fist Maelstrom procs and the Crystal Nova. Now, do you Roche? Do you just chill? I guess you wait for your BKBs, right? Terrorblade very close to his BKB, and Death Prophet 500 gold away. They might be able to take this tier 2 without actually using anything. And then you get Roche, you get your BKBs, and you win the game. Let's see if that's their choice of actions. The cast range talent, pretty good here when you just need to clear the waves. Brewmaster. Getting pretty close to the relic. He's actually going to TP. Here Primal Split gets used and now Monkeys forever. He needs to be careful. He has the Scepter, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to survive this. Look at the body blocks from those units. Another Hurlborough actually gets used, and that's going to be a quick snatch. Monkeys forever. Felt he was safe, but the no hesitation Primal Split right there. And this might be their time to Roche. Limp has level 3 Exorcism. But yeah, maybe they don't care. They're just gonna send Limp here. I think they could either commit the Serpent Wards or the Exorcism to secure Roshan. They're just fine farming their BKBs. The Terrorblade needs like 1,000 gold, and I think the Death Prophet is pretty much done. Yeah. All right, they're actually gonna drop some wards over here. It looks like, and they will solo kill the Ember. Huh. You know, it's not really good when your Ember die. Alright, so now, after committing the wards, they will commit the Exorcism, going for this Roshan. It doesn't look like Roons have any intentions or even the luxury of contesting that Roshan. Boris will just push this wave over here, going for a new Scepter. You know, the setup with that huge cast range will be nice, but you know, with the Aegis already on, they're actually going to give it to the Terrorblade. I mean, they don't have good Aegis heroes, actually. You know, DP not a great one because the spirits fade away. And Terrorblade, the same thing because of Metamorphosis. What's up, Booncho? Yes, it is Bowie from YouTube. Thanks for watching, man. Really appreciate it. Oh, Boris, we'll get the LSA, but that is a tanky, very bulky Brewmaster. I'm not sure you can actually go for this snaking. He's like, dude, you wanna fight? You wanna hustle? Oh, alright, so now CM shows up. They do have level 1 freezing field. I'm not sure about this. Now Limp shows up, and Limp is mad as all hell. They're gonna slow down the Lina. Nice LSA with the Laguna Blade. They know there is no primal split, but it actually gets available 1 second. And now they're going here for the Lina. I'm not sure she's gonna be able to survive. Actually very fast with those charges of Figure So, but it looks like she's gonna get snatched up. The Crystal Maiden dies. Both sisters. Oh, hello, Envy. That's gonna be 1 kill, but what about now? Can he actually get out of the silence? He has the Scepter, but I'm not sure. He doesn't have a way out because he doesn't have the remnants. He tries to slide a fist away, but the Hex will be there. That's a buyback on Envy. They're going mid, and they just want to end the game right now. The Terror Blade has a double damage. That is definitely the time they're waiting for. They actually go BKB before the Mantra here onto the Terror Blade, and just want to end this. No buyback onto the Ember Spirit. They do not have the wards, but in 4 seconds it will be available. They just pop that. No hesitation. Monkeys forever. You have a tough job on your hand, but they just jump in with those wards, with the shackles. This is going to be a dead Necrophos. It's going to be forced your buyback, I think. They're probably waiting for the laner to respawn. They're gonna pop the glyph first. That's definitely buying enough time. Now, Necrophos will be forced to buy, but I'm not even sure. Maybe you just give away 1 lane of barracks. How's BSJ doing in terms of farm here? He has a lot of items, but it doesn't look like he was able to do much. Mid lane, the barracks, nice. LSA actually finds the Terror Blade here, and DHs will drop. The wards actually don't have enough attack range to get the mini barracks. A lot of bounces here from Lich. Can they kill this hero? Yes, they can. BSJ is dead with no buyback. Monkeys forever buys back, but I'm not sure it really helps. Whereas the Scepter, they do lock that Death Prophet down, but she has BKB units. Be careful, the LSA actually gets onto Death Prophet. They don't have enough damage for the Reaper side, and now Limp. Oh, they actually sunder Limp, and he's going ham here. Blink daggers forward with that Exorcism, and this is a beyond godlike streak. Limp gets the kill. GG flies out. Instant DC. They crush their heroes and their dreams. What a dominant performance by Complexity. Whew. All right, this was quick, but I wouldn't say it was not painful. Very, very hard game for them. But yeah, they're able to. I don't know. They did their best. Very good performance by Complexity, even without their actual carry, right? And yeah, guys, this is... Actually, let me just double check if this is the last game I'll be casting. It actually is the last game I'm casting, so sorry. I need to edit my video, but thanks everyone for watching. It's always a pleasure having you guys here, and yeah, bye.